everyone, and welcome to my first video of 2025. I did intend to have this video out for the end of 2024, but guess who got COVID for Christmas? Oh well, I am mostly recovered now. My voice is still a little bit but I'll cut all the coughing in editing, and I wanted to share with you a bit of a roundup of my 2024 cosplays and my plans for 2025. In 2024, I debuted 4 new cosplays: Sabriel, Zap Brannigan, Aziraphale, and Amy, and I attended 2 cosplay photo fests. I wanted to use this video as a bit of a reflection on those cosplays. 3 out of the 4 I do have videos on certain aspects on the channel, and I'll get to that as I talk about them, but I thought it would be just nice to have a little retrospective of them. So first of all, my first cosplay of 2024 was Sabriel, which I made to wear for Wellington Cosplay Photo Fest. Making Sabriel was a journey. I do have a making of video on the channel, which I will link up in the cards and down in the description, because she had a lot of new things for me. So props, leather work, fabric printing or fabric painting, and just working with materials I'd never worked with before. Despite all of that, she did come together fairly well, and James got me some absolutely fantastic photos at Wellington Cosplay Photo Fest. I've mentioned a couple of times, I think, that event was kind of a bit of a shit show, not for the fault of the event, but we were sick and with international travel and just bleh, it wasn't great. I meant to have 3 shoots in my Sabriel, but we had to call in sick for one of the days of the event, so in the end I only shot with James. Fortunately, James is fabulous, as you can see by how good these photos are, but you know, a bit disappointing that I was meant to do more with the costume. She is already badly in need of some upgrades, and given that we moved to Tasmania shortly thereafter, only bringing the contents of a single small car, I don't have her with me. I haven't had a chance to do any of that. I would like to in future, because she is going to be one of my forever cosplays that I'll just keep improving and tweaking, because I freaking love the character. I love how it turned out, and I've also gotten a really positive reception to her online. Like, she meant a lot to me. I'm really quite happy with how she turned out, even with knowing that she has a long ways to go. My next 3 cosplays were all made or purchased for Icon Cosplay Photo Fest, which is effectively the Australian/Tasmanian equivalent of Wellington Cosplay Photo Fest. Icon was an absolutely brilliant event. I will link to the first of the vlogs. I'm going to be posting a series of 4 vlogs. The first one is linked up there and down in the description. Really loved it. We're planning to go back next year, and all in all, it was a great experience. As for the cosplays, I had 3 new ones. The first one, Zap Brannigan, is oh my goodness, he is a ridiculous character if you've ever seen Futurama. I relate to him an embarrassing degree. I have a Zap Brannigan quote as a foot tattoo in Alien 80s, which is just like that's how much of a Futurama fan I am, and James as well. Like, Futurama is one of our big things as a couple, and Zap was also special because James cosplayed with me as Leela in disguise as Lee Lemon from one episode. I'll put the episode title like up here somewhere, something like that. So Zap was a really great cosplay to have done. I have a making of video of Zap cosplay on my channel already. He was a bit of a challenge, mostly because I'm bad at sewing and I'm bad at planning, and I kind of was winging it a lot. So he didn't turn out too well. Like, honestly, I'm not that happy, but he turned out, and I got to do 2 photo shoots at Icon, one with a photographer, Fairyworks Photography, who shot James and I together, and then James shot me as well, and I'm really happy with all the photos. It was a really great thing to cosplay. Like, Zap's been on my to cosplay list for, well, basically ever since I started cosplaying, so it was really, really fun to get to do him. So, not too happy with the result, and unlike Sabriel, where I'm not too happy with the result, but she's sort of grown on me, and I'm more like, yeah, you know what, I did do a good job. Zap's more like, I could have and probably should have done better, given that he was just a sewing project. However, I still tried new things, worked with new materials, and so all in all, I'm really glad to have done him, and like, he was good enough, you know? At Icon, On literally the same day where I debuted Zap, I also debuted Aziraphale. Now, Aziraphale does not have a video on the channel devoted to that cosplay, and that vlog for Icon has yet to come out, because it was one that I assembled. I just bought all the pieces, so he's mostly thrifted, except for I think the bow tie and the wig. I did make the waistcoat, because I was having trouble finding anything decent. The waistcoat's pretty crappy, but fortunately it's under it's underneath the coat, so you don't see it that much. But at Icon I got to do some really fabulous shoots. So on the Friday of Icon, which was the first official day of the event, though we started on Thursday, on the Friday I had a shoot with 2 cosplayers as Crowley and 2 photographers, James and Cadence. And it was really, really good, so we all got to do a bunch of duos, solos, and it was just really, really fun. It was kind of ridiculous, and I loved getting to meet cool new people and pose with cool new people, and links to every photographer or other cosplayer that I mentioned will be in the description. There's going to be a lot of links in the description. But yeah, that was really, really fun and a great experience, and I got great photos that I really, really am happy with. Then on day 2 of Icon, the next day, I wore him again because James and I were shooting another cosplayer in a cathedral in Hobart. Turns out shooting inside the cathedral was a bit, yeah, the vibes were not great, even though obviously it was a gorgeous cathedral, but we did shoot some more of Aziraphale just out and about in front of some of the old buildings in Hobart, which was really great. James did this one photo in particular that I just really, really love. I'm quite happy with Aziraphale. I think I suit the character well. I think I did a good job on my costume, especially because very few people do like fully screen accurate Aziraphale. It's more like everyone just wears outfits inspired by, which I think is totally a valid approach. And I'm pretty happy with how my outfit turned out. I'm happy with how I suit the character. I'm happy with the photos I got. So even though in terms of effort put in, he was comparatively low effort, I am pretty damn pleased. And so like, return on investment? Absolutely great for him. And my 4th and final cosplay of 2024 was Amy Mizuno. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong because I haven't seen Sailor Moon in the Japanese ever. Actually, I'm a 90s child, I watched the dub. So, school uniform Sailor Mercury, basically. I do have a review of the costume up on this channel already because I did purchase that. School uniforms are one of those things where I really think making it versus buying it, it's like, why would you? I mean, plenty of reasons why you would, but for me, I much prefer to buy that sort of thing. I got to do 2 photo shoots at Icon, one with James and another cosplayer as Usagi, and we had a great time and goofed off and it was absolutely fabulous. And then I had a solo shoot later in the afternoon with Brie K Photography. Again, links in the description, and the vlog will be out eventually. Editing is taking me a while, but COVID, I'm allowed to take my time. And so while obviously she was the least work out of all my cosplays, and I can't really take any craftsmanship points, especially because I didn't even do a particularly great job on the wig. Like, it's fine, but I didn't do one of those really cool wig builds, which I might in the future. But yeah, she was really fun to cosplay, and because I'm a Sailor Moon fangirl, I have loved that show ever since I was a kid and had it on like VHS tapes, and Sailor Moon has always meant so much to me, and it will continue to do so for the rest of my life. Like, I have 2 tattoos. I've got the Futurama one, and I've got the Moon Crisis compact between my shoulder blades. Like, Sailor Moon means so much to me, and she was always my favorite. Like, Mercury was always the one I related to the most, because I was a little awkward nerd child. I'm still an awkward nerd, I'm just not a child anymore. And so being able to actually cosplay her was an absolute dream come true. Jeez, I can't do words. But it was amazing, and I'm really, really happy that I did this. So those are my 4 cosplays that I debuted in 2024. Overall, I'm super happy, actually. I learned new things, I tried new things, we went to events that I enjoyed. I don't really enjoy conventions very much, but I do enjoy photo fests because, well, if you know me, you know me. I love doing photo shoots. It's like the best thing ever. So cosplay events that are just photo shoots, yes please. And it felt good. It felt very me. I liked that I did things that were challenging, and then things that were simple, i.e. buying a costume. And I liked the range of characters I did, and I liked that I just cosplayed for me. I mean, I always have. I've never done anything I don't particularly want to do, but it's just, I don't know. I really felt like I was connecting to my own roots, my own fandom, and doing the things that I really wanted to do, and screw anybody else. Like, obviously, like, a fan of Futurama would see a Zap Brannigan cosplay and go, hey, that's cool! But most other people are like, who the fuck's the guy in the red, you know? But, what I'm just trying to say is, I just really feel like I connected with myself and cosplayed for myself last year, and that is something I am planning to continue. In terms of my plans for 2025, I have two plans that are like locked in, definitely costumes that are gonna happen. One plan that's a bit probably gonna happen, and a few sort of wishy-washy ideas. So for one of the things that is definitely gonna happen is in April, James and I are intending to attend Tas Fair, which is a Ren fair held by Taspop. It'll be the first year, and we're going to wear original fantasy costumes. So for me, I don't really count this as cosplay per se, but given that it is going to be costuming and I'm probably going to share some of it on the channel, I thought I'd throw it in here and mention it. For that, I'm going to be a cat girl in a blue and brown outfit, and I'm not quite sure yet whether she's going to be like an alchemist, a mage, or a thief, or an apothecary, something like that. It'll be one of those, not going to be like a warrior type, but sort of one of those sort of types. So let me know what you think I should do. I chose my colour scheme because I picked up this skirt, which is a wrap skirt, from an op shop, and I just thought it was very fantasy when I saw it. So I'm going to base the outfit around that because, well, why not? I'm also trying to be sort of a bit thrifty and economical, so I'll be building up an outfit from that. James, for the record, is planning on being a fire mage, and I think that's going to be just like really, really cool. So I'm excited for our costumes, and I haven't really done sewing or costuming that isn't cosplay or lolita for a very, very long time, probably about 10 years. So I'm really excited because it's going to be something new for me. Then in winter, James and I are going to take a long weekend, and go to the snow, probably Cradle Mountain area, possibly with some other cosplay friends that we met through Icon, possibly just the two of us. And for that, we have decided that we are finally going to cosplay from League of Legends. So I don't think I've mentioned it here on this channel, but we really like League of Legends. We have like our friend group, we play ARAM only because screw playing Summoner's Rift. Anyway, for the amount of joy we have derived from LOL in our everyday life, the fact that we haven't really cosplayed from it is absolutely shocking, and we're going to rectify that. So to suit the snowy environment, we're going to be going with some of the festive skins. James is going to be doing Santa Draven, and I'm going to be doing Snowfawn Poppy. I'm really looking forward to Poppy because there's several things in her design that are really going to be challenging, like the staff, though admittedly James is probably going to make that, but I'll probably end up painting it. And regardless, it's going to be a learning experience for us collectively, and same with Draven's axes, though again, James is going to be doing the hard parts, most likely. But with Poppy's outfit, and given that she is meant to be like a yordle, which is like a chibi style character, you know, big head, short, trying to get the proportions of her outfit right is going to be challenging, and also the wig, because I don't know how clear it is in the splash art, but I'll show the in-game model, because she has like 2 deer tails coming out of her head, and that's gonna be that's gonna be weird. I probably will be filming the process of making her for the channel because, well, it's a cool build, and neither of these skins are that heavily cosplayed, so I thought it might be a good sort of, well, it won't be a tutorial, but it will be a reference. So those are the 2 locked-in cosplay plans. In terms of things that may or may not happen, as I mentioned, we are hoping to attend Icon Cosplay Photo Fest, and we might do another Futurama cosplay, couples cosplay, which is from the Oktoberfest episode where Fry and Leela are fighting and she's in the sort of like Oktoberfest get up and he's in the Neanderthal. I'm gonna be Leela this time. And hopefully at some point between now and then we will go back to New South Wales, package all our stuff up to ship back down. Whether we can ship it back down or not is iffy, effectively, but hopefully we can have enough suitcase stuff when we fly back to cram in a couple of cosplays, because I do have a lot of cosplays that I have only worn once, and a sort of a goal once I get my hands back on them is to upgrade, rewear, shoot properly, or shoot at all, because some of them, well no, I think everything's been photographed, just some better than others, and you know, get more life and longevity out of the cosplays I already have, because creating new stuff is absolutely amazing, but I'm not made of time or money, so I really want to make the most of everything that I do have. So that's me in cosplay for 2024 and the plans for 2025. Let me know in the comments, like, what you got up to last year, what you're planning for this year, because attending Icon, honestly, was the thing that sort of made me really enjoy engaging with the cosplay community. I'd had a few less than ideal experiences, and I was quite content to just sort of do my own thing and enjoy the online community. But it was really nice to work with a bunch of lovely, like-minded people and make some friends and hopefully do it all again. So I'm pretty hyped for cosplay at the moment. I think this year is going to be really cool, got some excellent plans. Wish me luck, because I'm still not very good at doing stuff, but I try and I have fun, and that's the main thing. So here's to giving it all a go in 2025 and trying to make it not necessarily a bigger and better year, but a year that has the same spirit as 2024, which is just having fun and trying new things with cosplay. I hope you do the same in your cosplay experience, and yeah, I am always up for having a chat about any of this, so in the comments, shoot me a DM on Instagram, whatever. I love connecting with you guys. Anyway, Happy New Year! I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye bye!